How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Wrestling Wednesdays. I'm your host, as always, J Beard Stereo. And today, we're doing a special thing. We're doing Ring of Honor Global Wars 2016. It's special for multiple reasons. It's special because it's a crossover event between NJPW and Ring of Honor. It's special because it's a special night of wrestling, and it's also special because this is my first Ring of Honor pay-per-view live. Oh, I also want to say that if you see the TNA DVD right here, it's only on here because Christopher Daniels is in ROH. It has nothing to do with TNA. We're talking about good wrestling tonight. Let's hop right into Global Wars. First match of the night. Before we get to that, I actually want to talk about the video package. The video package at the beginning was really kind of... I'm on the fence with it. I'm not going to say bad, but it wasn't that good. It came across as... How do I word this? It came across as competent, but not the best, if that makes sense. It was good enough, but that's just there, that keyword there at the end, enough. There's some things about it that really bothered me, like Colt Cabana didn't get enough, like, all of his promo work, the first time I watched that, all of his promo work just seemed a little weird, if that makes sense. The whole pin and staring at him thing looked awkward. It wasn't horrible, it was still good, it was acceptable, it was fine, it just, something about it was weird to me. Moving on to the first match of the night, though, something worth talking about, a Fatal 4-Way, I know it's not called that in Four Corner Survival, I think is what it was called. Roderick Strong versus Adam Page just cut his ties with BJ Whitmer. ACH dressed as Luffy from One Piece. No love for ACH. Well, I can't say no. Not a lot of love for ACH tonight. Normally when you hear that music pop, I hear a lot of go, go, ACH. I heard none of that tonight. I heard a lot more for Castle and Strong, I guess, would be the two that I think I've heard the most for. Page looks like he's floundering, though, in all fairness, he looked great tonight. I don't get it. I don't get why. Maybe he's a little boring to them? I don't know. Castle has this one move in his arsenal, because his entire thing is being the peacock of wrestling. And he has this one thing where he just starts moving down into a back bridge. Slowly, until finally he's in the bridge and his back is against the ground, and he's just staring at you in the eyes the entire time. It's this weird hypnotizing moment. And it's just as soon as you go for the move, in this case it was Adam Page goes to capitalize while he's on the ground, goes for a kick or something, and Castle just basically catches with the legs and sweeps. I forgot what move he was going for, but Roddy goes for a move on Dalton, and Dalton catches Roddy in a reverse backpack. Instead of on the back, he's got him right here. Legs are up. And what he does is just, with all the strength, just deadlifts him over his head to an, oh my god, one of the most gorgeous suplexes. Dalton Castle, just get signed by every company, please. Adam Page, with a beautiful shooting star off the apron to the outside, gorgeous onto a couple of people. And then right after that, they follow that up with ACH doing a springboard swanton onto everybody outside, including the boys, including everybody. When ACH hits a springboard, though, for that move, I love how he does it because he's already over the ropes in mid-flip when he steps and springboards on that one leg. Roddy's going for a high knee onto Dalton Castle, and as he's going for it, it's like right about here, Castle sinks his head under, gets him into that Alabama Slam position for his finisher, and does the reverse TKO, the bangarang, the finisher, onto Page's body, who's been laying there next to them the entire time, and then goes for the pin as Roddy rolls out. He goes for the pin on Page, and just the most clever way to do this. And also the pop for Castle made the right choice, clearly. Hits the bangarang onto Page's body, gets the pin on Page, because Roddy, after getting hit with the bangarang, rolls out. And, yeah, Dalton Castle wins. He's now the #1 contender for the TV title, and this was a good match. When you have four guys showcasing their stuff, and it's, like I said, a Fatal 4-Way, you have little piece here, a little piece there, a little spot here for them. It's not much. That being said, Castle got a lot of his in. Maybe that's why this was good and not just okay. But that's really what you get in a Fatal 4-Way. You get pieces. You get pieces of all four of them rather than an actual showing from them. Next up, we have The Addiction, which is Christopher Daniels and Kaz, Frankie Kazarian, versus Cheeseburger and Jushin Thunder Liger. I think they called them Liger Burger. If you were to combine their names like properly instead of Liger Burger and just do like Jushin Thunder Burger, tell me that doesn't sound like something you can order in like a fucking Japanese diner. This is a nice story. This was okay. It wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a good match. It wasn't a crazy match, but it was alright. I don't dislike them at all. I think they're both phenomenal wrestlers, but I'm not a big fan of The Addiction. I think their gimmicks for their, well, not that their gimmicks don't match, but they don't match well together. In ring, they absolutely do, but when they come out and you have the whole Christopher Daniels ring general jacket, I get it, he's a ring general, but then you have Kazarian who's just, yeah, I have sex with people, yeah, I'm a meat, yeah. It just doesn't click with me at all, like even remotely. It fix it. Either be the ring generals or fucking do something. There's this little bit of Cheeseburger trying to force Daniels to shake his hand, and even the people on commentary, Cheeseburger, you're wasting your time. Daniels hasn't shaken. Daniels doesn't shake hands in ROH. It just doesn't. You're gonna be here for a while, kid. But he once again, Cheeseburger gets up and he's forcing him. Just you shake my hand, you bastard. This is a little overacted, but that's okay because I'm fucking Cheeseburger. That means I'm over everywhere, mister. We get a slapfest with Cheeseburger and Kazarian, which is just NJPW style. We get a botched celebrity rehab, which is Addiction's finisher. Liger winds up landing on his head. It did not look good. I think they even called it on commentary. It's hard to keep track of commentary when you're writing notes sometimes. I think I remember hearing that one. Cheeseburger with a legendary Shoten palm. I love that that's his thing, even has it on the back of his gear, which I love the Shoten. I love him using it. It's just so clever. And I love the relationship between him and Liger. It's almost like a mentor. Then the legal man goes for a move and he reverses it into a victory roll, and Cheeseburger gets the victory roll for the victory. After the match, we get a moonsault Meltzer driver to Cheeseburger because heel. That's it. Moonsault Meltzer driver is amazing. The moonsault pile driver, I love that move. And it was well done from the guys that botched the celebrity rehab, which seems easier. This is it like me and Guitar Hero? Is it that you can only play on expert? You can't play on like easy? It's too slow for you? What am I missing here? But yeah, Jushin Thunder Liger and Cheeseburger get the win. This was an okay match. I would have given it a little more, but there wasn't enough of that story throughout the entirety of it. So yeah, just an okay match. Next match, we got Briscoe Brothers versus War Machine. Going into the... First of all, I love War Machine. Let me get that out of the way. I don't know why. I can't put my hands on it. Seriously, though, they're just really talented. Ro is a tank and clearly knows how to throw some knees, as we've seen, as we're going to see in this match. And I fucking think Warbeard Hansen's the most underrated guy on ROH right now. Following matches for the Tag Team Championships. Which, I didn't think I was going to really like this match, prefacing it with I like War Machine. I do like War Machine. And I like the Briscoes on their own, too. They always put on good matches. But I didn't think this was going to be as good as it was. This was a fucking great match for me. Warbeard in the first collar and elbow just fucking winds up tossing Mark out of the ring like he's literally... And I don't mean that Mark's a piece of trash, but I mean it's literally the equivalent of, yeah, I'm done with this now. Okay, yeah, goodbye. You see Mark get flipped to the outside of the ring, another thing happened. Poor Mark, this match was not kind to him. Mark gets flipped to the outside of the ring, and as he's landing, Ro is already charging with the knee. And just connects with that disgusting knee. These men are going to need more than just ice packs. And then right after that, right after the knee, it's followed up by a suicide dive by Warbeard. I mean, once again, why is he as underrated as he is? I don't know. Just on an off-topic, one of my favorite moments in the history of ROH television is, I forgot what his name was. Was it like the sensitive love something? I forgot what it was, but it was this weird Valentine's Day thing. It was the Valentine's Day episode, I think, from last year. And, this guy's just, yes, I'm so sexy. I have sexy people, yes. Chocolates and stuff. That's his entire gimmick. And he's just sitting there, he's having fun. Yes. And then Warbeard is just in the corner like, what the fuck am I watching? What? Not saying a word. His face isn't looking around like mine was. It was strictly just... The second he walks up, a chocolate for you, a chocolate for you, and then he goes to give Warbeard the chocolate. The bell's rung already. Goes to give him the chocolate. One spinning heel kick from Warbeard kills him. Straight kills him. And then as the chocolate hits the ground, right as he's going for the pin, Warbeard just pops the chocolate in his mouth. And 1, 2, 3. Best squash match ever. I think it was the Romantic Touch, now that I think about it. I think that was his name. And then, speaking of that, Jay stomps him, Warbeard, through the table and changes the pace and dynamic of the match, which I really quite like, because the whole beginning was War Machine just plowing through them. A beautiful Uranagi to Ro from, I believe it was Jay, that was no-sold, right instantly gets up, goes to suplex Jay, who Jay then instantly no-sells and gets up, which was beautiful. Great chemistry. That spot right there, and it goes past that, too. That spot right there is literally when I was like, okay, this match is going to get a grade. Mark, once again to the outside. Mark, stay in the fucking ring! Mark with a blockbuster is what they called it, I believe, from the apron to the outside, which is the flipping neck breaker. Great false finish after a splash froggy bow combo from the Briscoes to War Machine. You have Ro who's over there, and Mark gets on top of him and holds him like an NJPW, and like you're supposed to do to make it seem like, you know, you give a fuck. But he's on top of Ray, he's holding him down. A finisher was just done to Hansen. It's the Briscoes in ROH. That's how you do a false finish, ladies and gentlemen. And as this is happening, 1, 2, Warbeard kicks out. So then, after that, you get Hansen with a fucking moonsault, to which he misses. He misses the moonsault. Fair enough. I didn't think he was hitting it. He took way too long. He pandered to the crowd. It made perfect sense why Jay would dodge. Jay dodges, hits a Jay driller. I'm screaming at my TV, no! No! I love the Briscoes, but no! Hansen kicks out again. Hansen just kicked out of 2 finishers. Fuck yeah! It was a great match, but it could have been even better, but the ref kind of made the finish a bit murky. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of the way that stop-and-go ending. It was just kind of like, well, did he get it? Did he get it? Yeah, he got it, yeah. And then I even saw the reluctancy in the ref's face of just, fuck it, yeah, that was the finish. Followed up by a match I didn't ever think I wanted to see until tonight. Kyle O'Reilly versus Tetsuya Naito. Los Ingobernables de Japón. Just his gimmick right now is fucking perfect. The only draw to Tetsuya Naito right now, the only drawback, and not draw, because the only draw to Tetsuya Naito is being Tetsuya Naito. The only drawback to Tetsuya Naito right now is that his matches tend to be more character pieces rather than actual matches. Naito leaving the belt at the ramp, the disrespect behind that, to NJPW of all places. Whew. If somebody wants to see the personification of heel heat, we got it right here. Naito at the beginning of, because Ring of Honor, I don't know if I described this. Ring of Honor at the top of I should have said this at the top. Ring of Honor, the whole gimmick behind Ring of Honor is you shake hands before the match. You don't have to do it, but you're supposed to. Great tool for heels to not shake. Most heels don't shake. Christopher Daniels in his match, great. Naito makes this even better. You gotta shake hands. He looks to the ref. Oh, you shake hands before match? Looks like he's about to go shake O'Reilly's hand. No, shakes the ref hand. Go away, O'Reilly. Literally shoos him away. Yeah, not you. Tetsuya Naito is without a shadow of a doubt the single best heel in wrestling today. O'Reilly with those fucking MMA strikes to the face, those palm thrusts to the down, and then as he's not getting what he wants, he just transitions into like an armbar and shit. He is the most MMA-like worker, and if that's what you're going for, you're not finding anyone better than O'Reilly. And then later in that match, we get a Destino, which is reversed into a beautiful Regal Plex with the bridge pin and everything. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. This is what I mean. Kyle is way competent. Don't get me wrong, but this was clearly not gonna... Tetsuya Naito is the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He is not, I repeat, not going to lose to Kyle O'Reilly tonight. Naito with an impactful Destino for the win, and yeah, I told you. the end of the match, you get this thing where it looks like he's about to go shake his hand, and then he double legs him, kicks him square in the dick, and then and leaves the belt in the ring by literally just. That was a great match, by the way. Great match. Hiroshi Tanahashi and Michael Elgin versus Moose and Okada. Rainmaker. Weird thing about this match for me was Moose was like tagging with Tanahashi during that last like stint with ROH in Japan. So it's really weird to see like Elgin there with Tanahashi and then Moose on the other side. It's almost like running into your ex-girlfriend. Especially since Tanahashi was doing the Mooses so much, even after Moose left. It's just kind of like, yeah, let's just try and get out of here in a non-creepy way. We can go eat dinner down the street. Okada and Moose, their entrance had a combined entrance, whereas, not as in they both came out at the same time, but as in one led right into the other, which I thought was really well done. You had the girls come out doing the Moose, which was all great, it was all cool. Not a big fan of the bondage football gear you were wearing on that Moose. It starts with the girls coming in for the Moose. You see Stokely with his toothpick. It all worked out really well. I really liked it. And then just when you think that's over, all the women just start throwing money and start making it rain everywhere, and Okada comes in. Genius. Instead of just pouring it from the rafters, way to make a nice little switch up to make it actually work well with a team. Elgin with a delayed vertical suplex to Moose, which was then no-sold. Actually kind of awesomely for once. I normally don't like the idea of major move, what bitch? I'm not a big fan of that, but yeah, it worked well in this pay-per-view. I'm going to show you right now what the evolution of an Elgin match is. Ready? Okay. Beginning of the match. Setting up for a suplex. Middle of the match. Holding his suplex. End of the match. The suplex is hit. That's a Michael Elgin match. So you have a tombstone from Okada, which is reversed into a Rainmaker from Tanahashi, of all people. Then Tanahashi's Rainmaker gets reversed into an actual Rainmaker by Rainmaker. And then that turns into a Sling Blade, because that gets reversed. And the Sling Blade's obviously where it hits. Oh my god. And an actual Rainmaker for the win. Okada and Moose win in a great match. It's 2 tag team matches that get a great, I believe. Am I wrong on that? No, yeah. Briscoes and War Machine. Bobby Fish versus Tomohiro Ishii. It was a good match. Fish with a flurry of super stiff kicks to Ishii's chest, which if you know anything about NJPW, I'm going to tell you 2 facts here. Super stiff kicks, that's NJPW in a nutshell. And also, the second thing I want to say is Ishii's chest, if you know anything about NJPW, that's where his neck is. This was more of Bobby Fish being executed than a match early on. I mean, he took so much from fucking Ishii. A lot of headbutts, which Fish with a nice exploder suplex, once again, to of all people, not the lightest person here, Ishii. Ishii's second headbutt was definitely more brutal. Somehow, I don't know how you get more brutal with this. Let's just move on before I fucking die. Fish wins by choking out Ishii and ref stoppage, which I didn't think this was going to stop by stoppage. I truly thought this was going to be First of all, I thought Ishii was going to win. I'm not even going to lie. I had a feeling Ishii was going to take this one. Boy, was I wrong. I do theorize that Bobby Fish might be losing to Dalton Castle. I don't think Fish is the same type of draw that Castle would be with that belt, nor do I think he's as big of a draw as Kyle. Unfortunately, I really like Bobby Fish. I know it sounds like I don't, but I really do like Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish is your new World Television Champion. Now we have a great match, which they've been setting up all night. Mr. Wrestling 3, a.k.a. not, and I repeat, not Steve Corino. How dare you, B.J. Whitmer? How dare you slander that masked man's good name? How dare you, you filthy cur? They were hyping up this match the whole night, and he said he spent a lot of money on this one thing that he wants to show, and that they were also going to crown a new member of Bullet Club tonight. We get an actual super kick counter. He spent $6,000. They also, aside from the new member, said that they're going to break a record for the amount of super kicks tonight. We're going to have the world's largest super kick party. And, so we got an actual super kick counter for tonight, which Mr. Wrestling spent $6,000 on. And in this match, the Young Bucks do not throw a single single super kick. Fuck you, Cornette. More importantly, the people in this match, since I didn't even get to that yet. I'm more excited about the super kick party, damn it. Kushida, Matt Sydal, and the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Sabin, versus the Bullet Club, Tama Tonga, Tonga Roa, and the Young Bucks, Mata Jackson, Nika Jackson. But yeah, they good match, great match. They screwed up Tama Tonga and Tonga Roa, Kevin Kelly, way to go. I love you, Kevin Kelly. I defend you, man. I defend you. Is how you gonna do me? We get a full team-assisted suicide dive from Kushida's team, where 2 people are holding the ropes and 2 people go through them. Thought that was a really great spot. Thought that was fun. Tama Tonga had high energy tonight and looked fucking great. Like he always, you know what? Like he always does. Fucking Tonga, man. Tama Tonga, he's one of a kind. Remind me why WWE, and not to knock Roa, I like Roa too. He's got very good facial reactions. He's a big guy. He's good at what he does. WWE should never let him go. But why did WWE never get Tama Tonga? But yeah, anyway, it's just good to see Tama in Ring of Honor. It's good to see both Tongas, let's say that, in Ring of Honor. Kushida pins both Bucks with a, he hits a German on one of them and has a pinning attempt on the other one already, so it's a double pin attempt. Kushida, just quit wrestling and become a god. Meltzer driver for the win and for the win and pin. Win and pin! Meltzer driver for the pin and win. Great match. I love the story of the Bucks not hitting a single super kick, or, in fact, the other team hits, like, I think 10 super kicks, to which Mr. Wrestling responds with, what was it? Oh yeah, thrust kick, not a super kick, thrust kick, thrust kick. Yeah, let's just give it a good. Overall, I'd say that was a good match. Move on to our final segment for the night, I'll call it. Notice I'm not calling it a full-on match. We have Colt Cabana versus Jay Lethal for the ROH Championship. Beautiful, beautiful idea here. You have Colt, who's been gone for 5 years, is known as kind of a joke wrestler, and this is really the whole package really showed it. This was you pushing him as a serious competitor, and he looked great. Look, I'm not even gonna lie. I thought this was a great, great match while the match was happening. Colt gets distracted by Taylor Hendricks, but Lethal misses the dive. That seemed to be the whole MO, is Lethal, without the focus of truth, just seemed to be a bit distracted. He missed a couple of things, despite Taylor helping him. Lethal does his multiple suicide dives right afterwards, which is just kind of like, hey, I fucked up. Here's the spot I fucked up. Let's get back there somehow. That's the thing, though, is on those 2 suicide dives, he hits one so hard and so fast, maybe to make up for the botch, that he goes right over the railing and right into the crowd, like, legitimately into them. And you could tell, like, half the people there were just like, yeah, Jay Lethal was on me! Yeah, I want to get back to the whole, like, the botch idea, because I don't think he botched. I think it was supposed to be, I think the story of the match was supposed to be Lethal just can't quite get over Cabana. He just can't quite get him. I think that perfectly shows what the idea of the match was, and if I'm wrong, and if that wasn't the intent, then that was just a really bad botch. I'm a fan of Colt Cabana, but I don't think I've ever seen this Chicago Skyline. He gets him on a fireman's carry on the second rope, and then instead of, like, doing a move off of it, he just drops, allowing the ropes to just stop. Just dead stop. Whoever, in this case, Lethal, is on top of him. The multiple tombstone reversals was great. I thought that was really good. The only problem I have, and this might just be because of the weight difference between the 2 of them, Colt winds up landing on his head. Lethal kind of drops Colt on his head, but they do kind of play it like, oops, small little tombstone there. Yeah, I got it. Lethal kind of gives the crowd like, anyone notice that? Billy Goat's curse from Cabana, and then Hendricks comes back despite being taken out by Nigel McGuinness. Did you commit murder? Did you kill Nigel? Where were you on the night of tonight? Where the fuck was he? He brought her back and then just, I guess, left her in a room and walked away? What? She could get out? I mean, like, how are you just gonna let her back out? But the most important part of this match happens. The end of it. And no, it doesn't end by pinfall. No, it doesn't end by submission. No, it doesn't end by this match actually ending. The lights go out, and when they come back on, we have a new member of Bullet Club. Stone Cold, baby! And this better fucking translate to NJPW television. Bucks, then, who are there with him, it's basically just a Bullet Club invasion at this point. Literally, I think, is what they're going for. bucks just start kicking everybody. The counter starts going up. It's almost like a QVC home shopping network. How many super kicks have we sold? Oh, the world. So you have this big super kick party. They're just kicking. They're super kicking everybody. Lethal is tied to the ropes. They keep super kicking him in the face. You have Cole Cabana who's getting his shit wrecked outside. You have the referees getting super kicked. You have the announcers, the commentators getting super kicked. Kevin Kelly took a super kick. One of the best sells. Woo! Woo! Mr. Wrestling, yeah! Double super kick. Fucking, oh my god. Everything about this was wonderful. And then, the camera guy. Is a little bit Nexus-y. I don't give a shit. This was awesome. This was way better for me, personally. You have the camera guy, who, looks like they're about to kick him. Guy gets in there, whoa! It's a $4,000 camera! Puts it down on the ground. That guy gets super kicked. And then, as the camera is stationary on the ground, you have this weird angle, just like basically everyone's cut off and then the ring is here. And they all just get in a frame to give their final Bullet Club message. This is our world. No one can touch us, and no one can stop us. The Tide Lethal taking the multiple helpless super kicks to the face was just, woo, that looked brutal. And it almost appeared as if you're giving us some face sympathy for Lethal now that Martini's not around. So was that a face? I was thinking maybe is that a face turn? But what face? We go out with the Bullet Club on top. And wow, this pay-per-view, especially that end surprise, man, of Adam Cole. It's funny, because halfway through the pay-per-view, I was thinking, this is an ROH pay-per-view. Why don't I get an Adam Cole match? I wish I got an Adam Cole match. In fact, there's a couple matches where I could think that would have been interesting to see Adam Cole rather than another person. I've been your host as always, Jbeard Stereo. If you can, click that little arrow. It'll open up, tell you with the little words what we're doing next show. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be yet. Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. If you can, like and subscribe. It'll give you our videos. And more importantly, I'd like you to comment. If you watched this show, let me know what you thought of it. If you didn't and you'd like to see me, cover one that you do, and I don't yet, go ahead, let me know. Let me know what you want to see me cover. Haven't said this in a while. Maybe because it's self-explanatory and I think it goes without saying, but friends and family are absolutely temporary. Bullet Club, well...
Bullet Club for life.